නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, and the fully enlightened One. Friends in the Dhamma, may the blessings of the Triple Gem be upon you all. Today I am going to talk about Dhamma factors explained in Dakkhiṇa-Vibhaṅga Sutta. Last few days I had a discussion with Dr. Raja about a suitable topic for today's Dhamma talk. Then Dr. Raja just mentioned it would be good to talk about just ordinary suttas so that our audience can easily understand and grasp the meaning, not going very deep to the passages and areas. I agreed with him. So today I just selected the sutta from the Majjhima Nikaya. Many of you know and also might have read and learned some of the Dhamma factors from these very important sutras. First of all, I would like to wish you and also to give you blessings. The Buddha practiced Dhamma for a long period of time in samsara, in different births and existences. Just motivated and guided by the parami powers and strength, the Buddha went to the Bodhi tree, seated peacefully under the Bodhi tree. The Buddha practiced insight meditation and attained the supreme Buddhahood. And the Buddha gained the omniscient knowledge through which the Buddha could understand and see everything in the past, everything happening in the future, and everything happening at this very moment. The Buddha practiced the virtues, concentration in various ways, insight, knowledge, and wisdom in supreme way and clear and excellent way. Buddha arrived at the highest level of virtue, concentration, and wisdom. And also the Buddha got away from defilements. The Buddha destroyed all defilements, and Buddha destroyed all the spokes connecting to the cycle of birth, which is Paticca-samuppada. And also the Buddha purified his own mind, and Buddha became the worthy of receiving respect and veneration from devas, human beings, and everyone. Therefore the Buddha became Arahant. So by the supreme virtuous power of the Arahant quality, and also by the infinite virtuous power of the Buddha, may you be free from defilements and hindrances during this time listening to the Dhamma. It becomes a very peaceful time for you to listen to the Dhamma as well as to understand the meaning in depth. I will try my best to help you with simplifying all the factors so that you can easily understand and get the meaning of it. That is my sincere and kind, compassionate wish for every one of you who participated in this Dhamma session. As I said before, the topic is Dakkhiṇa-Vibhaṅga Sutta. I just go in Pali and English both. If you are interested and if you are happy, you can find that English translation of the Sutta by Most Venerable Bhikkhu Bodhi. It is a great and excellent work by Most Venerable Bhikkhu Bodhi. Today I go through the Sutta in English and Pali both, so that you can grasp. Because I am very familiar with the Pali language, so it is easy for me to just take and also all the proper words, because sometimes it's very difficult to find the proper meaning from the English words and translation. Once the Buddha was living in Kapilavatthu, the Sakyan kingdom. Sakkesu viharati Kapilavattusmin Nigrodharami. The Buddha's relatives built a specific monastery in the Buddha's name, because that time the townfolk and citizens from other different villages and countries had built monasteries for the Buddha and Mahasangha. Then the Buddha's own relatives thought it would be good for us as relatives of the Buddha, Gautama, to build a proper monastery. Therefore, collectively, they built a monastery called Nigrodharama. It is located and situated in Kapilavastu, the kingdom of Sakyans. From time to time, the Buddha got invited to the Kapilavastu and the Sakyan kingdom. So this time also the Buddha was living there. Venerable Ananda accompanied him, and it was very peaceful surrounding. If you have traveled to India, you must have seen and experienced the feeling of that holy and sacred places nowadays. So at that time, Mahapajapati Gautami Navan Dussayugang Ada Yena Bhagava Tenupasankami. Something happened specifically. The Buddha's stepmother, after Mahamaya passed away, her sister Gautami took the responsibility to look after her sister's own son. As you all know, the Mahapajapati Gautami took the responsibility to look after and to bring up the little child, and she fed her own milk to the Bodhisattva, the stepmother. And after the Bodhisattva renounced the lay life, she was quite worried. But anyway, she expected something special happen to the world and family. And after 7 years of becoming a Buddha, the Buddha visited Sakyan kingdom. So this time, Gautami, the stepmother of the Buddha, organized servants and ladies to sew and make a special robe. And also she made 2 pieces of cloth, specially for making a robe or whatever. It says Dussa Yugang, a new pair of clothes. So she wanted to directly offer with her own hands to the Buddha. With that idea, with that hope and purpose, she visited the Buddha with her servants and also the other people who helped. Then she was not a nun, just a Pajapati. She was still a lay person, lady and queen. So she went to the Buddha and bowed down to the Buddha, and then said, "Venerable Sir, I just made this pair of clothes for you." It says like this: "Venerable Sir, this new pair of clothes, I have woven this not for someone else, but specially for you, Venerable Sir. Please, out of compassion, accept this." She asked the Buddha to receive it. At that time, the Buddha said, "Sanghe Gautami Dehi, Sanghe te dinne ahanche pujito bhavissami." Sanghocha. Gautami, you can offer this pair of clothes to the Mahasangha. Sanghe Gautami Dehi. When you offered this pair of clothes to the Sangha, and also I have been offered as well. You have offered it to the Sangha and to me as well. Sanghete dinne ahanche pujito bhavissami. So then both Sangha and me are offered when you do it. But she at that time did not like it, but she remained silent. Then again she asked the Buddha to accept it. and to receive it. The second time also the Buddha said, Gotami, just focus your mind and Sanghe Gotami Dehi. Just offer to the Sangha, not only individual dana, Sangha. She was not happy about it as well, but did not say anything. For the third time, she asked the Buddha to receive it. So then, Venerable Ananda interfered into the situation. Venerable Ananda is very kind and very calm and very tolerant monk. And he was very kind, and also, as every one of you know, that each and every phases and sutras taught to Venerable Ananda was kept in his mind. Such a huge, strong memory skills and capacity he had. And at this time as well, Venerable Ananda went forward and asked the Buddha, Patigannhatu Bhante Bhagava Mahapajapatiya Gotamiya Navan Dussa Yuga. Venerable Sir, please accept this. The Venerable Ananda said to the Buddha, the Blessed One, please accept the new pair of clothes from Mahapajapati Gotami. She has been very supportive. She has been very helpful to the Buddha, and she nursed you and she fed you. So therefore, considering these things, please, Venerable Sir, accept this. Venerable Ananda, in that way, like forcing the Buddha to receive it. He said, Bhagavantan Janintya Kalakatai Tanyam Payesi. And with the help of the Buddha, Buddha's compassion, Mahapajapati Gotami, the stepmother, went for the Buddha for refuge, went for the Dhamma for refuge, went for Sangha for refuge. Bhagavantam Bhante Agam Mahapajapati Gotami Panatipata Vativirata. Similarly, Venerable Sir, with the help of the Buddha, Pajapati, the stepmother, abstained from killing, abstained from taking ungiven things, abstained from misbehaving, and she abstained from telling lies, and also taking alcoholic drinks and things. So she observed 5 precepts. Not only that, Venerable Sir, Bhagavantam Bhanti Agama Mahapajapati Gotami Buddhi Avicchappasadena Samannagata. Avicchappasadena Samannagata means the Buddha, because of the Buddha's teaching, because of the Buddha's kindness, with the help of the Dhamma support from the Buddha, Mahapajapati Gotami, the stepmother, had strong and unshakable confidence, unshakable faith and saddha in the Buddha and the Dhamma and the Sangha. And also she established herself in the Buddha Sasana. Bhagavantang Bhanti Agama Mahapajapati Gotami Dakkhiṇa-Vibhaṅga. She has no doubt about the dukkha and what the suffering is. She does not have any doubt about the cause of suffering. She does not doubt about the Nibbana, the freedom, emancipation. She does not have any skeptical doubt, any negative thought about Nirodhagamini Patipada, Nikkankha. Bhagavapi Bhante Bahupakaru Mahapajapatiya Gotami. In this way, Venerable Sir, the Buddha, the Tathagata, Bhagava was helpful and beneficial to stepmother Mahapajapati Gotami. You know, the 3 characters are there. The location is the Nigrodharam monastery. The Buddha is the main supreme character there. The second one is the lady Mahapajapati Gotami, who visited the Buddha to offer the pair of clothes. The third person is Venerable Ananda. You see, even though so many monks and bhikkhus were there, these 3 characters are conversing Dhamma there. So, why Venerable Ananda went forward to help Mahapajapati Gotami, requesting the Buddha? Because he had much kindness. because they are family members. Venerable Ananda was the other side of the Sakya and Kolya side. Venerable Ananda was the same family members. And therefore just he initiated to help. Evametang Ananda yang Ananda Puggalo Puggalang Agama Buddhan Saranang Gato Hoti. Then the Buddha said, yes, Ananda, it is true. Yang Puggalo Puggalang Agama Buddhan Saranang Gato Hoti. You see, hardest thing in the world is not finding wealth and property. Hardest thing is not gathering money and things. Most difficult thing is to be born as human being during the time of the Buddha Sasana, and also the other most difficult thing is to go to the Buddha for refuge, Dhamma for refuge, Sangha for refuge. Buddhang saranang, Dhammang saranang, Sanghang saranang. Gato hoti. This is the difficult things. For example, just think of the people. How many billions of people are there in the world nowadays? How many of them have gone forth and gone for the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha for refuge? How many of them have taken this Tisarana and said Buddhan, Dhamman, Sanghan, Saranang Gacchami? The Buddha said, Imassananda Puggalas Imina Puggalenana Suppatikarang Vadami. If you have gone to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha for refuge with the help of someone else, and also just think that you are going to repay to the person who helped you. It is not easy to repay to that person. It is not easy to just pay back anything to the person who helped you to go to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha as refuge. For example, Yadidang Abhivadana Pachuttana Anjalikam Samichikam Chivara Pindapata Senasana Gilana Pache Bisajja Parekaranupadanina. Say that you are going to just repay it, just worship it. Abhivadana, Pachuttana, as a mark of respect, you just stand up when he or she comes to you. Anjalikam, you hold your palms and hands together as just respecting. Samichikam, you just go to him or her bending and also lowering your body and with holding your palms together. And also not only that, Chivara, Pindapada, Senasana, Gilana, Pache. You offer all the four requisites in gratitude of what you receive from her or him. Yang Ananda Puggalo Agama Panadipata Pativirato Hoti. With the support of someone else, if you just observe 5 precepts and you establish yourself in Sila, Supreme Arya Sila, then you are going to repay. It is not easy, Ananda, to pay back for what you gained from the kind-hearted and Kalyana Mitta to establish yourself in the Sila. And also the Buddha said, Yanghananda Puggalo Puggalang Agama Buddhi Avichappasadena Samannagato Hoti. With the help of and someone else's support and help, if you just have the unbreakable and unchanging, a strong, established, very clear pasada, which means saddha, in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Aryakante Sile Samannagato. If you have established yourself in the Arya Sila, it is not easy, Ananda, to pay back for what you gain from that Kalyana Mitta. Not only that, if you have realized the Four Noble Truths as they are, dukkha as they really are, the cause of suffering as they really are, and also clearly you have realized the Nibbana as it is, and also the path leading to that cessation, Magga, if you have realized in this way the Four Noble Truths with the support and help of someone else, then later you are going to repay and also just show your gratitude to the person who supported you. It is not easy, Ananda, to pay back for what you gain from that gentle, kind-hearted Arya person. So you see, there are 4 stages in terms of Dhamma portions. Number one is the Buddha says, Ananda, it is not easy to pay back for the person who helped you to go for refuge to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Tisarana. Tisarana and Sila is not the same thing. You can go to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha for refuge, but you don't observe Sila. Sila is something else. So you just take the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha as refuge, as a sarana. And you just have that right understanding, right thought. With the right thought, you go to the Buddha for refuge, Dhamma for refuge, Sangha for refuge. That is the first stage. Secondly, you observe precepts, abstaining from killing and stealing, misbehaving and telling lies and taking alcoholic drinks and drugs. So you just abstain from these immoral things. The second stage of that. The third one is establishing faith, strong and clear and very unshakable faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Ariyakanta Sila, unbreakable Sila. That is the third one. Then last one is Four Noble Truths. According to this Dakkhiṇa-Vibhaṅga Sutta, we should hold and we should just bear in our mind and harbor in our mind the conversations between the Buddha, Mahapajapati Gautami and Venerable Ananda. 3 persons are there. Then their Dhamma conversations are very rich and compassion-based words are there. And then the Buddha's teaching is 4 types. The Buddha Tisarana and observance of Sila and having faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha and the Four Noble Truths. These are the 4 Dhamma portions explained and expounded by the Buddha. At the beginning of this sutta, to Venerable Ananda, so that Mahapajapati Gautami could understand sitting in front of the Buddha and Venerable Ananda. Then later, the Buddha wanted to explain different kinds of dana and type of dana and mode of dana. Mahapajapati Gautami was sitting there, stepmother of the Buddha. She was waiting there to be consented by the Buddha. And meanwhile, Buddha started speaking Dhamma to Venerable Ananda. Chuddasako Panimananda Patipuggalika Dakkhiṇa. The Buddha said, Ananda, there are 14 types of individual dana, individual offerings. Patipuggalika Dakkhiṇa. Individually you can offer. Here, individual or personal or private, you can say. This is not the giver. This means the receiver. Receivers are the 14 types. They receive. And giver can be one single person, also may be a group. Chuddasako Panimananda Patipuggalika Dakkhiṇa. What 14? Individual dana, private personal dana. Tathagati Arahante Samma Sambuddhi Danang Deti. There's a person. And he or she has a great saddha and confidence and much faith. She is very happy to offer a dana to the Buddha. Then Tathagata, the Buddha, is one person. Someone goes to the Buddha and offer maybe some foods, maybe some flowers, maybe some rings, maybe a piece of cloth as Mahapajapati Gautami did. So faithful person goes to the Buddha and offer whatever suitable, proper offerings. That is the first individual dana. No two Buddhas, no Sangha, nothing. No one is there. But only one receiver is there, the Buddha. That is the first, very first individual personal dana. Ayam patama patipuggalika dakkhiṇa. Secondly, pacceka buddhi danam deti. It is not during the Buddha's time. Someone can find pacceka Buddha, private Buddha. It is just before the Buddha's time. So pacceka Buddhas, private Buddhas appeared in the past from time to time. Then fortunate, lucky people and influenced and motivated by their previous good karma, they meet pacceka Buddhas and offer dana. They find chances, opportunities to offer dana to pacceka Buddhas. If someone has that opportunity to offer dana to pacceka Buddha, that is a second personal individual dana. Ayam dutiya patipuggalika dakkhiṇa. Tathāgata sāvaki arahante dānam deti. This happens during the Buddha's time. Buddha's disciples are there. They are arahants. So someone goes to the one monk, arahant, and just offer a dana, whatever, suitable for venerable arahants. So that is the third type of dakkhiṇa or dana. You see, so far we found three danas. All danas are individual. The very first one, dana and offering to the Buddha. Second one, the most important, second one is the dana offering to the private Buddha. Third one is the dana or gift offering to the venerable arahants during the Buddha's time. Fourth one is arahatta phala satchikiriyāya patipanne dānandeti. That means as anagami. Now he tries to follow the path to achieve the arahanthood. That is the fourth dana. Arahanta phala, arahanta patipanna. Arahatta phala satchikiriyāya patipanno. He follows the path to attain arahathood. That is the fourth dana. It goes like this. Ayam chatutti patipuggalika dakkhiṇa. The next one is anagami sadanandeti. Anagami is non-returner. The third stage of sainthood of the Arya field, Arya realm. Ayam panchami patipuggalika dakkhiṇa. The next one, anagami phala satchikiriyāya patipanne. That means there is another person. There are two persons. One is already attained anagami stage. Then the other one is following the path to attain anagami stage and non-returner stage. So that is the ayam chatti patipuggalika dakkhiṇa. That is the sixth one. Next one is sakadagami sadanandeti. Now, one's returner is there. That means sakadagami. Sakadagami stage person. Already established himself or herself in the sakadagami Arya stage. Someone offers a dana to that once returner, Arya person. That is the seventh private individual dana. The next one is sakadagami phala satchikiriyāya patipanne dānandeti. There is another person who follows the path to attain one's return. Then that opportunity is there to offer dana. That is the eighth dana. Next one is sotapanne dānandeti. And sotapanna person is there. Someone offers dana to that. Sotapanna. That is the ninth one. Then sotapanna satchikiriyāya patipanne, the follower of the path to attain sotapanna. That is the 10th one. So here all are Arya persons. You see, starting from the Buddha, Pacceka Buddha, Arahants, and non-returner, once returner, and Sotapanna. Here, 10 people are there. These are Arya Puggalas and noble ones, noble disciples, noble persons. These are 10 dhanas. There are some more, 4 more. The next one is Bahirake Kamesu Vitarage Dhanandeti. You see, there are some ascetics practicing their ascetic practices in the forest or somewhere. They are not really Buddhists. They are following some practices in other faiths. Maybe Hindus, maybe some people in other faiths. In whatever faith, they just practice their strenuous, hard practices to get rid of the sensual desire for sensual pleasures. And they just eradicating and subduing and destroying the desire, the 5 hindrances, simply 5 hindrances. They cleanse their mind from lust. Bahirake kamesu vitarage dhanandeti. Someone finds an opportunity to offer some kind of item to such an ascetic practitioner. So that is also bring much merit. Ayam eka dasami patipuggalika dakkhiṇa. This is the 11th dana. So this is out of the Buddha Sasana. The first 10 are regarded and counted members of the Buddha Sasana. The 11th one is out of the Sasana, dispensation. That dana also will bring much merit to the person who offers dana. Next one is Putujjana Silavanti Dhanandeti. There is another person. It's Putujjana, just an ordinary person. But he or she is in Sila. She has a moral, virtuous life. And a person finds an opportunity to offer dana to such a person. Just an ordinary person. That is the 12th dana. Next one is Putujjana Dussile Dhanandeti. There is another person, does not have any virtue, is immoral completely, but just thinking that he is a person, is a human being, he feels hungry, and also he is a person living on food. Therefore, it is good to just offer something to such a person. Considering and thinking in this way, just give a lunch or some amount of food. So that is also kind of dana. Putujjana dussile dhanandeti. That offering also will bring much merit to the one who offers. That is a 13th dana. Terasami patipuggalika dakkhiṇa. Next one, Tiracchana gati dhanandeti. That is the very last one of this list. Ayam chuddasami patipuggalika dakkhiṇa. Tiracchana means Tiracchana gata gives something to an animal. Pet dogs, cats. It does not mean that the cats and dogs and animals just eat rice and curry, but something suitable to feed them. Maybe to a cow, some grass, and maybe some other suitable food for those animals. And to an elephant, just some leaves, and maybe jackfruit leaves, someone can offer, and banana leaves, bananas, like that. So some suitable food to an animal. That is also become a dana. That is the very last one. This last dana can bring you much happiness and result and benefit. So in this way, you see, Venerable Ananda was peacefully, calmly listening to the Buddha. Pajapati Gotami was sitting next to him and looking at Buddha's and listening to the Buddha's teaching. So just Buddha explained in this way 14 types of dana. 14 kinds of, not big dana, individual dana. So the Buddha said and taught to Venerable Ananda, Here in this list there are 14 kinds of dana. Tirachchana gate danang dattva. That is the very last one. Giving something, offering something to an animal, the result will come to you, to the giver. Sataguna Dakkhiṇa Patikanka. 100 folds results will come to the person who offers that dana. Sataguna Dakkhiṇa Patikanka. 100 types, 100 folds. Putujjana dussile danam dattva. If someone is going to give something to just ordinary immoral person, Putujjana dussile danam dattva sahasraguna dakkhiṇa patikanka. Just offering dana to just immoral person will bring you 1,000-fold results, 1,000-fold benefits. Putujjana silavante danam dattva satasahasraguna dakkhiṇa patikanka. And if you are going to offer dana to a person of virtue, satasahasraguna, that is, it means satasahasraguna, 1 lakh you can say, 100,000. 100,000 times results will come to the offerer, person who offered dana. In this way, the Buddha is going backwards, explaining and teaching the results, how the results comes to the person who practices this generosity. The fourth one is Bahirake kamesu vitarage danam dattva koti satasahasra guna dakkhiṇa. If you have find the opportunity to give something to an ascetic who just cleans their mind from lust, kamesu vitarage, does not have desire for sensual pleasures, from that dana, from that offering, koti satasahasra guna dakkhiṇa patikanka, millions times, dana results will come to you. Then the fifth one says, Ananda, just find these are ordinary people. If you are going to offer dana, sotapatti pala satchikiriyaya patipanni danam dattva asankheya appamaya dakkhiṇa patikanka. If you find the opportunity and find time and situations wherever to offer dana, who practices inside meditation in order to attain the path and practices a path to attain the phala and to become a sotapanna. If you offer dana to such a person, results and outcome and also the benefit and reward cannot be counted as 1, 2, 3, and asankheya, it is immeasurable, incalculable. Asankheya appameya dakkhiṇa patikanka. Asankheya, immeasurable, incalculable results and benefit will come to you, to the person who offers dana to such a person. So in this way, the Buddha says, Kopana vado sutta panni. There is nothing to say about a dana offered to the sotapanna, already established as sotapanna. So, you see, we can't actually go complete sutta today, but we can just find then another time to explain. What I want to say to you all, the audience, the devoted people today online, is the Dakkhiṇa-Vibhaṅga Sutta is the most excellent and most important sutta. Very rich Dhamm factors are there. Just training people to offer dana, making people known about dana, and bringing knowledge about dana is very helpful and very supportive and very important sutta. So here today I talk to you 14 types of individual dana explained in this Dakkhiṇa-Vibhaṅga Sutta to Venerable Ananda. And also the results are not explained in detail. The benefits of such dana is not completely explained and explained in detail. Only 5 occasions are explained from work backwards, starting from dana and kind of food to an animal and also to an immoral person, to a virtuous ordinary person, Then the ascetic, the person who has an ascetic life, and also the persons following the Dhamma path to attain Sotapanna. These 5 persons are just basically explained how those 5 dana bring results to the practitioner, generous practitioner. So this is what I can briefly explain here. So our Dhamma friends, it is very important and useful to learn this sutta in detail, stage by stage, and section by section. Why? Because it brings enlightenment and also very clear insight to us how we should behave in generosity. So, you see, nowadays, when people observe Sila, Poya days, full moon days, some others prepare food for them. Do you think that it is okay or not okay? According to the Buddha's teaching, offering something to the people is okay. But here, offering dana to such virtuous people on full moon day is much better and a highly appreciated, excellent dana. Why? Because even for a day, even for 24 hours, they keep their sila, they observe, they go to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha for refuge, and also keep their sila not only 5 precepts but 8 or 10. And also they don't remain only just with those sila, but still they keep practicing metta bhavana, sometimes insight meditation, patikula manasikara, and loathsomeness of the body, and just sharing their positive metta, loving kindness with other beings. So they just, what is the purpose of this observance? What is the purpose of going to monasteries and hermitages and places in this way? Being owners and also custodians of properties and lay life, just leaving everything behind them, even for one day, even for 24 hours. They just go to the temple and stay there. It is nekkhamma. And also that is a practice of renunciation. And way of renunciation, mode of renunciation, they practice even for one single day. And also just establish themselves in the sila. And also go for Buddha Dhamma Sangha for refuge. So, if you find the opportunity to offer even single dana to a group of such people, that is also bring much merit to the persons and people who organize those such dana. So in this way, it's better and also it's very wise to just consider situations present here and now. And nowadays we can have it. We can find it. So you see the monasteries and temples, village temples are there, and very peaceful monasteries are there, and some monks are there, all are practicing Dharma, and the purpose, the intention, sole intention is to realize the Four Noble Truths what the Buddha taught, and to become Sotapanna. So in this way, you are offering Putujjana Silavanta Dana, that is the 12th one, and 12th and 11th and 12th dana. If you unknowingly find opportunity to, even though you do not know that there is someone who has already attained in extreme entry, and so already Sotapanna, then you get that immeasurable, incalculable, immeasurable amount of results will bring from your dana offering to such a person. So therefore it is okay to just offer dana on such full moon days. And these are individual dana and private dana. And there are some other type of dana explained in this sutta. It will come to you next time. So I think about 1 hour I have talked to you, And I think if you have question, we can just have a Dhamma discussion for some time later. And this is the first portion and also the few paragraphs of the Dakkhiṇa-Vibhaṅga Sutta with the Dhamma to Venerable Ananda about the generous practice. And also the importance will come to you in the next passage, next time. Until then, I wish you all the best and protection, good health, peaceful life, and also a very free, peaceful mind, freed from defilements. May you have very clear and a very pure faith, confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. May you all have wholesome energy in order to practice this pure Dhamma and concentration to experience the peaceful mind and pure knowledge to understand the deep and profound Dhamma. And it will become very clear path for every one of you to attain the Buddha, Pacceka Buddha, Arahants realized Dhamma. So I wish you all the best, and may you be well, happy and peaceful. May you all attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. That is my sole wish for every one of you. Thank you very much.
Andamayan Adakata Sadhu Karamta Dhammase Sadhu 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 Anumodami